What is happening? This is Derek with Real Falcon Gaming, and today I'm doing a tutorial on how to build an automated wheat farm with collection and an automated Netherwart farm with collection once it's updated to grow in the overworld. This is part of a showcase I did on a full automated farm with collection. As you can see, we're in said farm, but today we're going to be building this guy right here. It's got two separate fields, and the controls are separated so you can harvest the left or the right. So we'll turn this on and I'll show you how it works. Flip that and the water comes down and it harvests the wheat, and it's going to carry it into a collection system that brings it out and away from the fields to a collection area, just like that. And when we turn this off, the cool thing about this is that water doesn't affect tilled soil. So you'll never have to till it again unless you fall onto it. And in the end of this video, what I'm going to do is just convert it to this, which is a Netherwart farm. And this works the same way, although Netherwart does not grow in the overworld yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully they'll update it. I'm hoping soon. So this works the same way. The water comes over and it harvests everything and brings it out. And then all you got to do is walk on that middle walkway again and replant it, unless you want to trudge around in the soul sand. So we'll shut this off. It works the same way. So like I said, in the end we'll just convert our wheat farm to that, so I can show you that. But let's get started. Okay, so I picked out an area here, and what you want to do is you're going to cut a trench that's 1 block wide and 1 block deep, and it's going to be 8 blocks long, just like that. Then you're going to skip 4 blocks and cut a trench that's 7 blocks long, just like that. And then again you're going to skip another 4 blocks, and on the 5th one you're going to cut another trench that's 8 blocks long, just like that. So you've got your 3 lines and you've got your left and right field. Then you come here and you're just going to cut this all the way across, like so. Then you find the middle and bring this out. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut this down another block and fill this in with cobblestone. That's going to help mark where my water is so I don't hit it and flood my wiring. So once that's in there, we can grab our water, and you're going to fill in the first 3 trenches that you dug. So that one, this one, just want to make sure that these are all uniform and it's not flowing in one direction. And once you've done that, then you place 1 pail of water here and 1 right here, and that will bring your wheat out and away from the fields. So you have this weird pitchfork looking deal in the ground. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm just going to frame in the building. Just want to make sure on this end that we go past the water, like so. So it looks like that. Then we need to build our walkway. This is what you're going to walk on to replant once you've collected. And then I'm just going to frame in the front of the building. And this is, you can make this, you know, however large you want it to be or small. I'm just going to do that size. It looks about equal there. And so once we've done this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in some blocks where I'm going to put the levers to control this. So I want one here, and just going to do the same on this side. This will be to the controls to harvest. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down and all the way to the back to run my wiring before I do anything else. So I'm just going to mark where I need to end digging, and then come down on this end of the farm and dig down and then connect these with a tunnel. And this is where the wires are going to run to the back to control the pistons and to control the water. So just like that, and then we're just going to do the same on this side over here. Connect this up like that. Alright. So we'll wire it a little bit later, but we've run our trenches. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in the back wall. I'm just going to do this with glowstone and then just fill in this. So that this is a total of 4 blocks tall, just like that. And then we can place our pistons in. So we can put 4 like that and 4 like this. Now you can use sticky pistons with blocks if you have a lot of slime on hand, but I like to use pistons wherever I can, but just regular pistons in survival. But we're going to build this deal that jets out, and that's where your water is going to sit up in there. And I'm just going to put these in right here, just because I think it looks nicer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build this up to actually put our water in. And for this, usually what I do is I'll use stairs so this doesn't get too tall. I'm going to put stairs across the front here and then on the sides, and then I'll just do slabs for the actual roof. So it looks like that. And now what we can do is we can temporarily power these. So I'm just going to put blocks on the backs of these pistons to run my wiring on. And then temporarily what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run wire across, and I'm going to power each of these with torches just to throw the water in. So I'll put a temporary block there and one on this side, and then I'm just going to put 2 torches here for now. And now we can put our water in. You just want to make sure this is all uniform like that on both sides. And now that we've got that, if we take this out, this water should come all the way down and stop right on the end of where the grass ends and that water starts. And so this other side should work fine. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run the wiring. So what I'm going to do is, this is usually how I do it. Makes it real compact in the back end here. Is I'm going to put that block there and then skip a block and put a block directly under that one and put a torch on it. And we're just going to keep this same method going all the way down until we reach the bottom of our tunnel. So we need another block, right? Skip one, put one there, and then skip one and put one here. And if we keep putting these torches on top, it's going to keep alternating power as it goes up. So now I'm just going to dig this around, put a block there, so your redstone actually goes into this block right here. And that's where that torch is sitting. And then we're just going to run our wire all the way down to this end right here. Now we just need to connect it up to a lever. So I'm going to put a lever in, and I'm going to turn it on. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of redstone there, and since we have a floor block next to it where we want that block to stay, we're going to put a redstone repeater in. And as you can see, that shows where the water is, so you don't hack through and have that water spill and destroy all your wiring. I've done that before. It's very frustrating. So to get it to go down through the block without having to remove that floor block, we're going to put a repeater in, and then we're just going to connect our redstone up. So we'll pop another block in down here and connect that up. And so when we do that, we're all done with that side. And now all we have to do is do the same to the other side. So I'm going to put a lever in and do this one opposite of what I just did. So we're going to cut, not that block, we're going to cut that block out, and redstone, carve that out and put a repeater in there so that we can keep that block there that's above it, and then create our staircase down like so. Pop one in there, and now we'll go to this other side. And again, just bring this out one block like so. Put redstone on top of it. We can take that out now. And that one. And now we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to skip a block and place a block. Skip one, place one, all the way down, just like the other side. Just like that. Now we'll put our redstone torches in on the tops of all these, like so. Just going to cut around this to get on the other side. And then we're just going to run that redstone into that block and connect this all the way to the other side, like so. And now you've got both sides powered, and it's pretty compact. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to continue just close this in, do kind of a roof, and do the front end of the building, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've done a lot of the mindless work here that I'm sure you don't want to watch me do. I put in the walls, I capped the wiring off back here. Like I said before, I used slabs over the wiring and the water on the back end here just to make sure it's not too tall. I used a lot of glass over where the wheat grows so that the wheat grows. So anyways, if we go in here, the business end, so to speak, is here. You've got your levers. I built in a collection area down here, and the last thing to do is just plant the wheat. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Alright, so now that we've got that in, we're just going to give it a quick test here, and then we will convert this to a nether farm. So you've got all your wheat that goes down in here. The cool thing about this is you end up with more seeds than you need to replant the entire deal. So you can use them to breed chickens or to get chickens to follow you if you're trying to, you know, get chickens to follow you into a pen or something like that. So everything should be waiting down here. So the last thing to do in the video is we'll just quickly convert this to a Netherwart farm. So I will be back. Okay, so I've converted this, and what I've done is just replace the dirt with soul sand, and I've taken out the water in the middle and on the sides. Obviously you only need that for the tilled soil. And so the only water you will need is a single pail here, a single pail there, and then the water to fill in above the pistons that drops down to harvest. And so you're ready to plant your Netherwart in. And like I said before, Netherwart is not growing in the overworld right now. And what I mean by right now, obviously, is we're sitting on Title Update 8 and awaiting Title Update 9 as of when this was made. So I've got my fingers crossed. Hopefully they'll add it to Title Update 9, seeing as how they let you plant it in the overworld as of right now. But we can only hope. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments for me, leave them down below, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you next time. Peace.